Welcome to Rhythm and Roads. We are celebrating the 2-year anniversary this week, and we have a very special guest. We have actress Alyssa Voight. She's the actress from the film Contingency, which was premiered at the Las Cruces International Film Festival. So thank you, Alyssa, for being here at the LaVinaWinery.
Of course, thank you for having me.
No, it's a pleasure. I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of your acting, just the way that my friend and I saw your film. Actually, the film is directed by, I'm gonna look real quick, I have it. Director is Myra Dominguez, and the producer is Triniti Baldonado.
Yes.
So the story was definitely just and very impactful. I was just very inspired by just your acting as well, and everyone's the story. But I know that it's also very, a lot of people can relate to that. And my friend and I, when we saw it, I was just like, wow, your acting is just incredible, to the point it was so believable that she even looked at me and was like, damn, she's good. I'm like, I know. So
Yes.
it's an honor to have you here, just to get to know your story, especially during the 2-year anniversary of Rhythm and Roads. So this is a very special treat.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Well,
thank you for being here.
thank you, and congratulations
Oh,
on
thank you.
on the
Yeah,
2 years.
yeah, guys.
Yeah.
2 years, guys. It's been a journry, but
That's-
here we are.
yeah.
So, but we want to get to the start of your journey. Okay, I know that you have a lot to share actually, but we're gonna get to
Yes.
know part of the story of just what interested you at one point in your life to want to pursue acting.
Oh man. Well, I've always loved acting, the theatrics of it all, since I gained consciousness. I just was really drawn to storytelling, whether it was writing, making little comics, or being on stage. That's where I
Okay.
started.
Oh,
So,
theater. Okay.
yes, theater.
Wow.
Not musical,
Yeah.
but dramas or skits. Any chance I got for a script in my hand, I would take it and just go and
Just go with it.
you know, uh, become someone else,
Yeah.
which is really what interested me from a very young age, is taking on different characters and
Wow.
different lives. And then, of course, I always wanted to do film, be in front of the camera. It just took some time before, but yeah, I started pretty young doing acting. Yeah.
What age did you kind of start?
Oh man, maybe around 6 or 7.
Dang, that is young.
Yeah,
Wow.
6 or 7, just small things.
Yeah. And
So,
your family, like your mom, dad, was very supportive, very like, hey, like we're gonna try to get you in the theater, and all that.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I always, when it came to school, I would always participate in any of the arts. And
Okay.
after elementary school, that's when you could like choose theater classes
Oh, really?
or not.
Oh, okay.
And so I jumped in immediately. I did little plays, and then, well, I'm from El Paso, Texas.
Oh, you are?
So,
Cool.
yes,
Hey, I'm from El Paso.
homegrown.
There you go.
Born and raised. So when I was 14, I auditioned for the El Paso Playhouse, and that was kind of like a bigger step
Oh,
into
wow.
a bigger audience, or
Okay.
more, not just school plays. And
Yeah.
I played Wendy Darling.
Oh, you
In
did?
Peter Pan. the El
Really?
Paso
Oh, that's
Playhouse.
cool.
So I did that and a few other plays within the city, and
Yeah.
then about 2 years ago, I moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I started studying film. And then my
Wow.
first year, I met Maya, and I auditioned, and the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Yeah, for Contingency. So
Yeah.
it's been
Wow.
very exciting.
Oh no, it has, and I bet being in that theater play, being Wendy, I bet that was an experience.
Yeah, and I mean, between 14 to 18, I did a few other plays, Dracula for the Playhouse.
Oh, you
and,
did? Okay.
So different plays, and then also little projects that I could get my hands on when it
Yeah.
came to like cameras and being around more of a film set.
More
So,
film set. Okay.
yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really. One thing I was told is that if you want to become an actor, or actually learn how to direct, even films, a good way to get that experience is through theater. And so
Yes.
when you're sharing everything that you did, it does make sense to kind of start with theater, because you do get hands-on a lot, not just being that role, playing the role that you are, but also learning about stagehand, what you're doing on theater. So yeah, it makes
Yes.
sense.
Yeah, a lot of the greats, you know, they go back to the stage, you know, and I think it's important because stage, when you're there, and it's live, and you can't mess up.
You can't mess up, right?
And you know, the emotional buildup you get with live theater is a very different feeling. Because with film, you know, you can cut, but then it takes skill to also, you know, cut and then go back into it when you film and have that emotion build up again. So they're a bit different, but all exciting.
All the same.
All exciting. Yes.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
That's an incredible journey and very cool. You're from El Paso. I mean, wow, there's so much also great talent from El Paso as well.
Yes.
So, and then New Mexico. I mean, I used to live in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. I love Albuquerque. I love the chili, the vibe. I mean, just it's different. So, yeah. But I want to talk really about the film Contingency. I really, when I saw that film, I think it really, believe that that film has a good message to also get the help you need for those that have been through verbal abuse, even physical. When you saw the script, like, what was your thoughts about the story? Like, what intrigued you to want to pursue that?
I definitely lean more towards dramatic roles.
Oh, do you?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I'm that funny for comedy. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. One day I can train. But when I auditioned, I read a small portion of the script, and then Maya brought me in. I met Trin. We were in one of the buildings in the University of New Mexico, and you know, she told me more about it, and I understood how heavy the topic was that I was about to, you know, the challenge of playing a character who is in a horrible situation. And well, I just, at that point, I thought, you know, it's important because people who are experiencing this need a voice, and you know, they can get help, they can escape whatever situation they no longer want to be in, even if it's difficult to leave. So Maya opened up that conversation, and then she, you know, brought in this script and the crew and the actors, and then we just brought it to the screen, and I'm happy to, you know, have played a character with such trauma,
emotion, where you can really relate. But that's very true. I mean, for you to play that part, that's why a lot of, I think in the audience when I saw the film, people really could feel that emotion, but there are also probably people that could relate to that. They're like, man, I went through that in a past relationship. Even my friend, that when she saw it, she looked at me and was like, she's doing a great job, like in her acting, in a way that's believable, you know? I mean, for something like that to play the role, it's important, you know, because that's like, wow, you're playing a part where you're getting physically abused and emotionally abused, and that emotion you portrayed really stood out to make us feel like, dang, like, we feel, can we get some help for her? Like, you're like, dang, man, I'm over here like sweating for her, like, oh my God.
Yeah, a lot of the scenes, I mean, we choreographed them. Wow. Yeah. Which was also really fun because obviously no one was actually hit on this set.
Okay, thank God. Right, like.
But to, you know, coordinate when a slap would happen, or that was new for me, and also very exciting. But I think, when, like you just said, you know, people want to help, and they're just watching. You know, they're just witnessing this happen, which is all fictional, of course, but it does, you know, that's what's important about film and storytelling, is you get these stories out there, and you get people to think, you know, when they walk out of the theater, man, people are probably going through this in real life. And if I wanted to help the person on screen who's not going through this, you know, then what can I do to maybe
help
check in on people who are in relationships, who, you know, might be dealing with that kind of stuff. So
and I totally well said. And I feel like it's very important that if you know someone that might be going through some trouble relationship, or, you know, certain like that, there's also options for help, and there's hotlines to call, look them up as well that we can. But it's important because, I mean, we've all been through certain times of verbal abusive relationships. Thankfully, I've never been through a physical, But
Yeah.
there are people that go through that, and I feel like it's good to give them a voice to say, hey, it's okay to find help, not to feel shamed about it, not to try to overlook it. It's okay to reach out, even to family or friends, and be like, I need help. I'm going through this. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that film was definitely very powerful. I do want to ask, what was your most memorable experience being on that set of the film, of one of the main, of just what you did in the film, one of the scenes?
Man, there's a lot. There's, I would have to say maybe the last night is
The
one of the
last
most
night?
memorable.
Okay.
Just, everyone, all the crew, all the actors, we were ready to wrap up, so the energy on that last night before we wrapped was really high. And I also love filming in the night because you really need so many people hands-on when it comes to, setting up different lights, there's different colors. So that night we filmed the scene where I'm talking to my boyfriend in the story,
Yeah.
and he gets out of the car, he's angry, and he pulls me out, smacks me, and then some bystanders, they come around and they ask, hey, are you okay? And I
Yeah.
run off. So that, the energy that you need for that scene, the emotion,
Yeah, the
it
emotion,
was
yeah.
definitely a challenge and exciting. I just really enjoyed that last night where
Wow.
everyone was really putting their all, and then we wrapped and we cheered and
Celebrated, yeah,
yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
because we're all film students
Yeah.
and at UNM, so everyone who was on the set really put their heart into it. They really loved, creating something for people
Wow.
to watch, and
Yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, that was quite memorable.
Yeah?
Maybe also, I don't know if it's too weird, but there's this one scene in me in the office, and I'm going to throw up, and they're like, "Here, just chew on a bunch of food and muffins, and then go to the restroom and kind of to create the visuals of
Oh,
me throwing
wow,
up."
okay.
That was fun. I got to chew a lot of food
Oh my
and
God.
spit it out. Very. That was also memorable because I remember after a certain point, after so many takes, you're
Oh
just like,
man.
okay,
Yeah.
how much can I stuff my face and pretend to throw up? But yeah,
Right.
amazing people
Wow.
on the set. So I think
That's
those
crazy.
two memorable, but overall the whole experience,
Yeah,
the
the
whole
experience.
filming was,
Oh yeah,
amazing.
that's awesome. I want to thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I want to touch base too, just because this was your first feature film, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So for those that are getting to film, and I understand that sometimes it could be like, wow, this is new to me, like theater, film. The thing is, if you try something out and you get that insecurity, maybe some self-doubt, and
Yeah.
you're kind of like struggling with like, I don't know if I did good on theater, on that play, or maybe I didn't do good on my lines. Sometimes you start to let those thoughts get to you where you kind of hold yourself back from opportunity, or sometimes they can fill
Yeah.
that vibe of like, do you not have that confidence to portray your role?
Yeah.
But like, for those that also have gone through it and they're doing a really good job, there's also people that criticize, right? They're like, oh, they think
Yeah.
they're this way, or they think they're all that shit.
Yeah.
So there's always two different worlds of stuff that pertain to that. How have you dealt with people that might have shown negativity on your progress? Like, or maybe you're dealing with your own insecurities of obstacles of like, I don't think I did well on that, but there's others that are like, no, you did a great job, but you're like, I don't feel like I am. And
Yeah.
like, how do you handle that? Like just either criticism from people that are like, yeah, she's whatever, you want to do that,
Yeah.
and you want to pursue that dream, or those that do recognize your work, but then you're still dealing with the insecurities and the self-doubt of just like, I don't think I'm good, but I know they're saying I am. So
Yeah. Oh man. Well, thankfully, I'm blessed to have a very supportive family.
oh, that's good. Yeah.
So, my mom, my dad, my cousins, my brother, everyone has always been supportive.
That's good.
So even when I do hear negative things, I have a support system.
That's good. Yeah.
Because there's always going to be self-doubt, and you know, you're going to criticize yourself. Am I saying things a weird way? Am I doing things a weird way? Do I look okay? And everyone's a critic. Everyone's a critic.
Yeah.
There's going to be people who are like, you're really going to study film, or you're really going to dive into this career where there's not a lot of guarantee you're going to be the most successful.
Yeah.
And to that, I say, you know, I would rather wake up in 40 years having tried and failed, instead of waking up in 40 years doing something I don't love and asking myself, what if? Because that...
Wow, well said on that.
The question, what if, I think, it's just... I'm scared of that question.
Yeah,
like, what if I had just done it?
Right.
What if I just went out there and put myself out there? And if it didn't work out, then, you know. But with self-doubt, sometimes, it's a bit difficult, you know, to break into the industry and meet the right people and feel good about what you're doing. And I will never be perfect, but I will always strive to perfection. I'll always try to
excel in what you love doing.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
excellence,
I will always continue working to be better, you know. Even now I'll look back on Contingency and I'm like, oh, I could have done this a bit better and I could have done this, but then you know, it just shows how far you've come along. And then there's also people who still appreciate the film like you, and I appreciate that very much, because it gives me the motivation to be like, okay, well, I'm too hard on myself, and there's people who think that was pretty good, and I push myself to keep going, and it's about just getting back up. So
I agree. Wow, well said. Thank you for sharing that. And I totally agree the fact of what if you have those questions towards the end of your life, right? What you could have done. And I think it's very important for us to realize just knowing that we only have this one life to live, and who cares what other people might say, don't do this, do that. It's your life. Yeah. It's what you want to do, right? I mean, if there's a calling in your life, not everyone's going to support that. There's going to be some that are going to be supportive of it, and there's going to be some that are going to be like, I feel like you should do this. But in the end, it's really up to you. It's up to you to go on that route. It's your journey. It's your road. Yeah. You know, and I'm a believer in faith as well, that God puts certain people in our path to direct us to where we need to be. Yeah. And I believe that strongly. And the thing is, if we don't utilize our faith in what we want to do, then there's no results. There's no action. So by you taking action and going to Italy, right? You went to Spain or Italy? Spain, sorry, Spain. That right there was like, wow, you actually did something that a lot of us don't get to experience. You know, you get to this film that you were part of. I mean, God, I've never been part of a film, but you did it. That's awesome. You're doing things that a lot of people don't have that opportunity.
Definitely.
But you're also facing your fears. You're also overcoming that. Yeah. And even if the fear is there, you're looking at it like it's going to help me to grow from it. It's not going to push me away from it.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely. There's those situations where I just have to jump in. Yeah. I just have to. The water is going to be freezing. I'm going to be uncomfortable. I'm going to want to get out, and you just swim it through. And
wow, really?
And that's what I've seen with acting. And you know, a lot of people, I tell them, I want to be an actress. I want to do films. I want to do stage work, all these different things. And of course, I mean, people are always telling me, oh, have a backup plan, you know, have something else under your belt. And true, yes, I also want to, you know, make sure I can work behind the camera as much as in front. You know, I love to learn more about, you know, the camera work, lighting, sound.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Writing, you know, screenplays is like right under there with the acting. And, you know, you just have to go and try, because you'll never know if you're good or bad unless you do it.
Unless you try.
Exactly. Someone's going to tell you. And even if they tell you and you really want to keep going in that direction. Yeah.
No, I totally agree. And today, the way things are, you can go on YouTube University and look things up and learn about lenses and learning about lighting and everything. It's handed to you right there as well, you know, and that's also a plus. But yes, there's also friends that you might know that are in the film industry of knowing how to do lighting, camera work. They're there to teach you, you know, and they want to help you learn. So it's okay to reach out to them too. So
yeah, and that's a big reason why I love the University of New Mexico. The film program is amazing because everyone wants to get their hands on somehow.
Yeah,
you know, they want to be involved as much as they can. So even the actors who, you know, want to just act, they also will learn, you know, things to do behind the scenes, which is important because as much as I love acting, I have to have other things under my belt. Got to know how to wrap some wires and cords, how to set up lighting, things like that. And like you said, YouTube and people around you are available to help you. Definitely utilize these resources
utilize the
because
resources.
you can go further than you've expected.
That's right. That's right. There's always someone there to help you regardless where you're at. So all you gotta do is ask. So, well said. Well, before we end on this episode, I am going to throw a curveball of a question just to see what little special. It's nothing crazy. But as an actress, I always like to know, what's your favorite movie that inspired you too, where you're just like, oh man, when I see that movie, it's just like so good. I mean, it maybe be a number of films, but what about certain films?
Oh my gosh. I really have to think about
No,
this
that's
for a
fine.
minute.
Like I gotta say, for me, real quick, as you think Back to the Future, for me as a filmmaker, oh my God, I think that film is a perfect film.
Yeah.
The acting, the story, the director himself, the music composer.
Yeah.
I mean, everything about the film is like, do not touch that film. Just leave it the way it is. Don't try to remake it. Don't try to do nothing. Just leave it the way it is. Because Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd, perfect actors, just perfect for it. But that movie is what started for me when I was young to pursue filmmaking and all that. So.
Oh wow! Yeah. I love that answer. I love Back to the Future.
God,
That's.
Yes.
I was like, I want to rewatch a movie, and it was.
It was that one? Yeah.
Recently.
Which one? 1, 2, or 3?
1.
One?
Yeah.
One.
I love the first one, and also, I mean, all of them.
Oh yeah, all of them are
great.
good. Yeah.
But gosh, that is. I'm really. It's okay if I have like a moment to think.
Yeah.
Because there's so many movies that just inspire me to, as an actress, you know, when I see the performance of who I'm watching, I'm like blown away, and I just want to. Or sometimes it has to do with the story itself and how it's executed. You know, the cinematography, the costume, the music, and everything. And it's like, wow, I want to enter that world. And that's what I love about acting, is like also entering.
Oh yeah,
that
you're in a
world,
different
those
world.
Yeah,
you're in a different realm, and it's just like the experience. It's just amazing what you can do in storytelling. But you know, I'm sorry, it doesn't have to be like something, just anything that you saw recently that you're just like, oh, that's why I love this film, or you know, one of your favorite films. But.
Okay, I want to mention 2. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I'll just go with my favorite movie, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh man, what a classic!
That is, my dad showed it to me at a very young age, and it's those comfort movies that I keep going back to. Wow. So I love the 80s. I love 80s movies. But
do you? Okay.
Yeah, I wish I could time travel and go act in one.
Right?
Yeah, but Ferris Bueller's Day Off, just, I mean, John Hughes, I think he wrote that in a day.
In a day?
I think he wrote, or like a very short time span, and he wrote that film, and then he just, you know, he wrote it, done, and then he made it. So
amazing.
Love it for the music, the actors, I mean, everything. Just how it makes you feel. I think that's important, how films make you feel.
Of course,
and how the characters in the film make you feel. So
even if it's a horror film, it needs to make you feel scared, man. You can't be like walking out of there like, I didn't feel shit.
Exactly. And so with Ferris Bueller's Day Off, you just kind of get a sense of relief and fresh air when you watch it. And I love Ferris and his character, and just you know how he takes on the day with confidence. Things go wrong, and he still takes on the day with confidence. So that's one
good choice of film.
Yeah, that's one. And a second one that I watched recently that I think about the performance is it's called A Woman Under the Influence.
Oh, I never heard of that one.
And I can't think of who it's directed by.
Okay.
But the character, her name's Mabel, and she's kind of having like a breakdown, like a mental breakdown. She's not all there mentally, but man, her performance, phenomenal.
Wow.
I mean, you think this woman is actually kind of losing her mind and her sanity, and
it was very believable.
Very believable, and
Wow.
it kind of inspired me to take on, in the future, roles that require me to kind of be a little out there. I'm really gravitating towards roles like that where they're fun and a bit out there.
Yeah, I mean, for real. Well, that's how I felt about the film Contingency, just with your role. I was all like, holy crap, man. I looked at my friend like, man, we feel this for sure. But to see what I mean, films that make you believe that it's really there, happening, that was so important. So great job on that.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so happy you say that, because as I said, it's important for the audience to connect or feel what the character is feeling.
Right. No, it is.
So being able to feel all these emotions on camera, and hope that it can be transported through the screen to the audience, it means a lot. So it means I did a good job.
You did, and we look forward to your future work that you have in store.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I want to say thank you guys for watching on this episode. One thing I do want to say for those that are pursuing something new, for this 2-year anniversary, I just want to say that it's okay to ask for help to learn something new. It's okay to ask for help in trying something, but don't put yourself down to the point of stopping, okay? Because the only worst critic can be is just you. But if you have others that are believing in you, you need to believe in you. God believes in you. So if you have that faith to know, I have a purpose, there's a calling, and there's something with a particular field in life that's there, pursue it. If the doors are opening, try it out. But don't be hard on yourself. One thing is, as much as you're going to learn from your experiences from going through failure, you're not a failure, you're just learning. So just don't be too hard on yourself. Just grow from it, learn from it, but also excel. Ask for friends that know more than you to show you the way, to learn how to do something. But that's how you get to where you need to go. So, and that's why with Rhythm and Roads, it's about you sharing your story from the journey from the beginning to where you're at. So if you want to share your story, come on Rhythm and Roads. It's the Rhythm and Roads official. And also for them to follow you, what is your Instagram?
Oh my gosh.
Sorry for catching you off guard on that one.
Is it okay if I get my phone to make sure it's...
Oh, of course, yeah.
I don't remember.
No, it's okay.
But
yes, on YouTube, also for Rhythm and Roads, it's Rhythm and Roads Podcast with Joshua Jacob. And then Instagram, like I mentioned, it's Rhythm and Roads Official.
So it's Alyssa Voight, all lowercase, A.lyssa.Voight. There you go.
All right, cool.
That's where I'm at.
Awesome. Well, please follow Alyssa, follow her journey, support her. Incredible actress, and look forward to seeing a lot of her work in the future. And so we wish you the best. Also going back to Albuquerque to UNM. So
a lot of work ahead to do, but I'm excited.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah, and thank you for having me.
And thank you to Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. And thank you to LaVinaWinery for having us here as well. Thank you so much for your support with Rhythm and Roads, and it's been such a pleasure. And all right, guys, we will catch you on the next episode. This is the 2-year anniversary of Rhythm and Roads. Thank you for celebrating. Thank you for watching.